True creepy crazy X horror stories, true scary stories, YouTube, English. During my 7th grade years, I was quite naive and immature for my age. The story revolves around my former partner, whom I'll refer to as Candace for privacy reasons. Our introduction was through a mutual friend named Maria, who was quite popular within our school and social circles. One day, Maria invited me to join her and her friends at a skating rink, and I agreed without hesitation. Upon arriving at the skating rink, Maria introduced me to Candace. In our initial conversation, Candace seemed genuinely friendly and asked if I wanted a drink, although I declined. After hours of skating, I settled down on the benches and spent the money my dad had given me. As time passed, Candace reinitiated conversation with me. While I wasn't particularly interested, I engaged to be polite. Eventually, she requested my phone number, and I shared it. Astonishingly, in the short span of knowing her for less than 2 hours, she confessed her affection for me. Her intention was to establish a romantic relationship. Catching me off guard, my inexperience led me to agree, even though I wasn't prepared for such commitments. Within just 2 months, the situation took a turn for the worse. Candace became excessively clingy, discussing plans for our future together. She expressed desires to marry me and have my children, which overwhelmed me. Reacting strongly, I declined these expectations, leading to our breakup. Unfortunately, Candace did not take the breakup well. Her behavior turned obsessive and alarming, with her constantly stalking and harassing me. All of this turmoil arose from my hasty decision to date someone I barely knew from the skating rink. My story serves as a cautionary tale against rushing into relationships without getting to know someone adequately. During my freshman year of high school, I found myself in a toxic relationship. The girl I was dating resorted to threats of self-harm whenever I discussed relationship issues. She even subjected me to sexual assault. Summoning the courage to break up with her led to her aggressive reaction, including fabricating lies to manipulate me into reconciling and involving her friends in the harassment. Living in close proximity to her only escalated the situation, with incidents ranging from verbal abuse to damaging property. Her actions culminated in hacking into my school account, sending inappropriate emails, and damaging my reputation. Although mediation attempts occurred, the situation persisted until her suspension finally provided a reprieve. The fear and anxiety she incited remained with me for a prolonged period, leading to panic attacks whenever I encountered her. This tale serves as a reminder to avoid rushing into relationships and to be cautious of red flags. My story demonstrates the potential for relationships to turn toxic and harmful. Allow me to recount my worst first date experience. At the age of 26, I engaged in online dating and connected with a man named Stefan. Initial interactions were positive, and he appeared charming and funny. After 2 weeks of phone conversations, we decided to meet in person. Excitement gave way to horror as the date progressed. Stefan revealed his traumatic experiences as a war veteran, describing graphic details that left me shaken. He also displayed signs of psychosis, believing he could manipulate reality like a cartoon character. The situation deteriorated further as he removed his clothes, claiming they were causing discomfort. I promptly reached out to his family, and his mother confirmed his mental instability. This led to unsuccessful attempts to involve psych wards, as different institutions refused responsibility due to jurisdictional issues. Ultimately, I called the police, resulting in his admission to a psych ward in my town. Despite his unsettling behavior, he continued to contact me from the psych ward, admitting to assaulting staff members. The ordeal left me traumatized for an extended period, with encounters triggering panic attacks. While not as sensational as other scary stories, my account serves as a reminder that many people experience distressing relationships daily, emphasizing the importance of being cautious and attentive to potential red flags. My experience during my 7th grade years was marked by my naivety and immaturity. The story revolves around a former partner I'll refer to as Candace for privacy. Our introduction happened through a mutual friend named Maria. Known for her popularity, Maria invited me to a skating rink outing with her friends, and I accepted the invitation. At the skating rink, I was introduced to Candace, who initially appeared friendly and hospitable. After hours of skating, I found a spot on the benches and spent my money. Candace resumed conversation, asking if I wanted a drink, which I declined unexpectedly. Within a couple of hours of meeting her, Candace confessed her romantic interest in me. Naively, I agreed to date her, despite barely knowing her. Within 2 months, the relationship turned sour. Candace became possessive, planning a future together and expressing a desire to marry and have children. Overwhelmed, I ended the relationship, leading to her obsessive behavior. She stalked me, harassed me, and my decision to date her from the skating rink resulted in this distressing situation. During my high school freshman year, I found myself in a toxic relationship. My partner threatened self-harm when relationship issues arose and even subjected me to sexual assault. Breaking up with her triggered a hostile response, involving fabricated lies and harassment by her and her friends. Her actions, fueled by proximity, escalated to hacking into my school account and damaging my reputation. Despite mediation attempts, the situation only concluded when she was suspended for a week. This experience serves as a warning against hastily entering relationships. Finally, I recall my worst first date experience. At 26, I ventured into online dating and connected with Stefan. What seemed promising turned horrific as he revealed traumatic war experiences and displayed signs of psychosis. The situation worsened as he disrobed due to perceived discomfort. Seeking help, I involved his family and eventually the police, leading to his admission to a psych ward. While less dramatic, my story underscores the significance of recognizing and addressing distressing relationships. Continuing from my previous account, I want to emphasize the importance of learning from these experiences and finding ways to heal and move forward. Looking back on my 7th grade story, it's clear that rushing into relationships without truly knowing the other person can lead to unexpected and even dangerous outcomes. It's a reminder to be cautious and take the time to develop genuine connections with people before committing to a romantic relationship. In my high school freshman year, I learned the hard way about the importance of recognizing red flags and standing up for oneself. The toxic relationship I endured serves as a stark reminder that manipulative and abusive behavior should never be tolerated. Seeking help, whether from friends, family, or professionals, is crucial when dealing with such situations. This experience taught me the value of self-worth and the importance of setting healthy boundaries. As for my unsettling first date, it highlighted the significance of being vigilant and aware of potential signs of instability in others. While not everyone may exhibit extreme behavior like Stefan did, it's essential to prioritize personal safety and well-being. If something feels off or uncomfortable, it's perfectly okay to remove yourself from the situation and seek help if necessary. These stories collectively underscore the need for open communication, awareness of personal boundaries, and a willingness to seek help and support when facing difficult situations. While these experiences were undoubtedly challenging, they also provided valuable lessons that have contributed to personal growth and resilience. It's essential to remember that we can learn from our past and use those lessons to create healthier, happier relationships moving forward.